everyone, these are some savings challenges that I'm starting for 2024. I ordered them off of Etsy and I really just love them and want to try to organize my money a little bit better for the year 2024. It's one of my biggest goals for this year. I saved last year and I feel like I did a good job of it, but this I think will just make it a little bit more fun. So I'm just putting each one of these savings trackers in a envelope, and this is the A6 money binder size. Again, I found this on Etsy. With each of these, I'll be able to put them in the envelope. I found it easiest to slide up into the envelope at the point of opening, and I just slid the bar up and slid it in at the top. I struggled with the first couple because I didn't realize this is kind of a good way to do it. But with all that aside, I love these envelopes, and they do come in and out easily. The little trackers do, as long as you're paying attention to that. Now, for these savings trackers, then I can color in the little circles on the savings trackers. I can do that just directly on there, and I can reuse them year after year because they are laminated. I did choose the laminated option, which was a little bit more expensive, but I think it's totally worth it. If you don't want to use the laminated version, then you would either have to buy it multiple times every year, when you wanted to redo them, or you could just try to keep up with it on a piece of paper so that you're not having to mark off on the sheet. I just think it's a little bit more satisfying when you can say, hey, I put this amount of money in an envelope and just color it in. So now that I have got all of these in their envelopes, I'm going to start organizing them for each of my binders in how I want them to be. I'm going to start with my clear binder, and this is going to be my savings challenge binder, and I'm just going to put all of my savings challenges in here, which are like my 100 envelope challenges, my $5,000 challenge, 26-week challenge, and so on. This one is just for savings challenges. There's not going to be any bills or anything in this folder. So just savings challenges in the clear one. Now I'm going to move on to my next one, which is going to be more of like my long-term savings goal. So I have an emergency fund that I'm putting in there. And then I'm also going to do my, I'm going to do my rollover folders in here. So I've got just a regular savings one, and then I also have things like groceries and my auto. Just these are kind of like my folders that I put in my wallet on a weekly basis. So if I have any rollover that I don't feel like needs to go into my savings challenges, then I can put them in the applicable folder to put back for next time I might need a little extra in that area. And my final folder is going to be my tithe. I've also got my 6 months, 3 to 6 month expenses, and then those last two folders are just my refreshments and eating out. So it's just some extra folders from where I previously used this as a wallet. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of money that I have, and I'm going to put it in the applicable folder. So I've got 50, 60, 65. So I've got a total of 65 that I'm going to put in these wallets. I'm going to start here with my long-term savings goal, and I'm going to put some in my $1,000 emergency fund. So this is for like an emergency doctor bill or something that I'm not really expecting and haven't really saved for. I'm going to put $10 in there, and I'm just going to color in that section and slip it back into the folder. I like to dry them just a little bit so that it's not making a mark on the inside of my folder. Of course, the folder can be wiped down and because it's plastic and it's easily wiped up, so don't worry about it if you don't let it dry. Now I'm going to do my savings binder, and I'm going to choose 2 of these envelopes. So I'm going to start with my $5,000 savings challenge. It's $50 for each bubble, so I'm going to put my $50 bill right in this folder. And again, I'm just going to pull out my savings tracker slip, and I'm just going to color that in. I've got a dry erase marker just because it's easy cleanup for later on when I want to reuse these cards. So I'm just going to dry that off, put it right back inside my folder. And then I'm going to do my $500 savings challenge. And I'm going to mark off my $5 bubble with my dry erase marker. Just dry that off. Put it back in my envelope. And then I'm going to add my $5 bill. And that completes my savings challenge folders for today. So this is my first contribution to all of my savings binders for the year 2024.